Hello and welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time for another episode of this irae. So yeah, let's continue and let's face with Samuel. So we're going to see what Lisa can do in this situation, because kind of like looking for Trifa. So Lisa pretty much does any like attribute that is special to her, I would say, in the fight. So we'll see. Also, this kind seems to be weird because, as she said, like, it's not a guy. So it might be like maybe she managed to I don't know, split kind souls and like put our kind into like different body or something, and she have like control of two of them or something. Maybe I'm just like making up stuff now, but yeah, it's been weird. It's been weird. In the previous episode, like this ending when Trifa been observed by Kain. And yeah, let's just go to the episode and let's see what will happen. Standing on the rooftop, water tower, the Crimson Woman considered me. Her gaze replayed with scorn. I assumed she was talking about Sister Lisa. Wow, talking to Kay like this. I'm allowing you to act. Get over here. Wow. Oh, okay, ordering to fight Lisa now. That's what we are doing. Yep, okay. After being practically flattened by the attack, Sakura quickly got up and glared at me, as if she had something to say. Her body was flesh and bone again, likely due to the powerful strike. She leapt towards the rooftop, while kicking off street lights and walls. I couldn't see her anymore, but I didn't care and couldn't mind her, even if I tried. Yep. The problem is, he's only on Yetsirat level. So, yeah! Eleanor von Wittenberg, a battalion commander of the Obsidian Round Table, the commanding presence of the Crimson Knightness, rejected even the possibility of idle thoughts. A fact I realized to a sickening degree just by standing in front of her. Her soul, its scope and density all transcended the realm of the ordinary. While Reinhardt was dreadful, because I couldn't even gauge his limit, the power of this woman was, before me, was perceivable, making me fear of her more precise and genuine. At the very minimum, her soul encompassed a single army of the several tens of thousands. I knew it wasn't the kind of thing to be easily measured, but the number had to be at least 10 times greater than that of Sakurai. With that in mind, I couldn't help but ponder the difference in power between us. Yeah, you have pretty much no chance. Her long hair of sanguine, blazing crimson swayed and rustled, making chills run down my spine. She just like, okay. Ren just like gave a vibe of like, I know what I'm doing, and the Eleanor just like, oh, okay. Okay. She's just making this stuff up. He did not realize what you are capable of. He did not. Right when I followed my instincts and jumped away, a pillar of fire burst out right where I stood. He didn't realize what you can do, he just realized how strong you are. She followed up with a barrage of continuous explosions, filling the area with flames and dust. The once familiar surroundings of the hospital were now reminiscent of minefields, or grounds that had been thoughtfully ravaged by the carpet bombing. She was right, it was beyond my preferred combat range. If I wasn't at the melee range, where my right arm could reach the enemy, I had no means of attacking. I wonder, like, what kind of shapes can Mari take, technically? Because it's just a shape that, like, it's like a scythe, right, on a Ren hand, but it's not like it must be this shape, right? Like, Ren can make Mari to have any shape, right? Because it's like extension of his body. So you could like make a lance or something, right? I wonder how far it can stretch, actually, as well. Like, how long weapon you can make out of Mari. Probably that will be like never answered in the game or anything, but it's just like random thought I just got. How much of the shape-shifting powers like Mari has actually, and Ren? However, my instincts told me to get close to her. She wasn't a sniper, but a gunner. Therefore, carelessly reducing the distance between us would only make it easier for her to hit me. Not to mention, my position was already disadvantageous. Eleanor was on the roof, at least 20 meters above me. If it wasn't distance, I could jump, and even if I could, I would only become the perfect target. And as in Baldur's Gate, you just need to like stack up the crates and just get a higher. Running into the hospital was out of the question. I couldn't even begin to guess how many would die if we choose to battle inside. Yeah, like all of them. Basically, I was checkmate. She was a ranged attacker with a higher ground. There was nothing I could do against her. A headlong charge towards her would only work if her destructive power was low, and was the exact opposite of that. A single hit would instantly incapacitate me. As much as I want to call her unfair, that would be a stupid thing to say. Eleanor was a war maker, and these were her tactics. Sister Lisa was completely right. I was downright naive to think I would be one-on-one battle. So basically, the only way to defeat Eleanor is to get to tap into his first degree. To avoid the explosions. Because his third degree is like working on himself, right? We learned that like in previous roads, it's not like stopping time in around, but it's like stopping time for himself inside his body, so it's more like acceleration more than stopping time, I guess, if you think about this. It's like probably Samuel looking at him like at normal speed, like he just like appeared to be like extremely fast because he's just like slowed down like in his mind, like world around him and everything, right? And he like perceived everything faster. He became Flash basically, right? If you think about this. Shit. Fuck. What should I do? What can I do?
あまり落胆させるなよ貴様そのざまでハイドリヒ教に具戦を回せる気なら死ぬがいい鍛え直せとは言われたが殺すなとも言われておらん
Good point.
どうする
I shuddered as I sensed more pillars of fire. However, unlike the previous ones, which came from the ground, these four were created and released in the empty space surrounding me. My only means of dodging was to jump skywards, but doing so left me hanging in the air at the mercy of gravity, completely defenseless. She then missed the opportunity and launched more of her crimson flames towards me. The blinding, scorching heat shot me down like a plane. Yeah, you cannot really evade in the air. I could neither move, nor muster a single word. The intense attack felt less like facing a wall of flame, and more like a crash into a giant crag. The explosive torrent sent me flying, and even left me unable to feel pain. Okay. So that's good enough, I guess, surviving one of her attacks, yeah? Is she activating third degree? No way she's going that far. What was that? Was that a symbol for the third degree of hers? Or was it? What was it? Did we saw it before? I looked up and could ignore with my vision. Flames gathered before her, drawing a symbol in the air. The heat condensed within was incomparable to anything she had thrown at me this far. Fuck. No, there's no way I could take that heat. It would be all over, like nothing. Even if all I could do was crawl, I had to move out of the way. That attack would evaporate my very soul.
私の方から逃れられた者は一人もおらんが試してみるがいい。ある。ここにしのげるか。軍水路。行くぞ。
Okay. I forced my hands on the ground and raised my face with an arid scream. With me on the perfect lock-on, the demonic blaze was about to be fired. Is this the first time we see this actually? I felt like I saw this before. In like a fight with the Beatrice. Maybe I was wrong. I thought I saw this. Huh. I had to stand up and get away. My location just couldn't be worse. But even if I dodged the attack, the hellfire would land on the ground and create a giant explosion. It would surely wipe the hospital off the face of the earth, and then Kasumi would. Fuck. I didn't even want to think of it. Just standing up there wasn't an option. Dodging alone wasn't good enough either. There's only one course of action I could take. Well, attack, huh? But yeah, that's the problem. I forced my EA feet downwards and directed a lot of power into them. I almost felt like the ground could collapse. Yep. With each of my limbs on the ground, I pushed all of them with a great force to fly, a tremendous jump. My determination and fighting rush made the intercerebral hormones flow at full capacity, driving my tattooed body back into working shape. And with this... Yeah. One destroyed the hospital, but you cannot dodge in the air, so yeah, you are kinda fucked. At the village cannon, angle became horizontal, meaning the fire wouldn't level the hospital. Now I had to... Okay. There's Eleanor. She's so cool. Hanging in the air under lock-on for an undodgeable attack. I could try enduring it. Or maybe... The roaring flash, the menacing artillery fired a wave that approached me as it gave me a vision, a crimson tint. The heat and power that could even make steel turn gaseous menaced me like a gargantuan dreadnought. Blocking felt futile, and I was pretty sure no one on the planet could actually take a shot from that thing head on and live to tell the tale. Outside of Reinhardt, and probably Mercurius. So I had to split it. Good luck. To give it all, I was to give all that I was and bet everything I had to parting the cannon fire in two. I concentrated my whole nervous system into my right hand and hoped for a miracle. It's called protagonist power REM. Unreasonable, reckless. Like, I give a damn. I could do it. I had to do it. I had to believe and bear no doubt. The determination almost ascended to create as I turned the pure power. The guillotine soaring through the air. My battle cry piercing the skies. My soul on the verge of explosive burst. I could no longer think what could come next. I believed in Mari. More than anyone. I want to fulfill her hopes and dreams. I would return to my day-to-day life and bring her with me into the sunlight. It wasn't beyond my reach, nor was it lost. I had to survive. I couldn't die. I wouldn't die. I would win this. Not sure about winning, but maybe surviving. My consciousness was blown away by the scorching explosion, born at the moment the hellfire kissed my blade. You leave? You probably leave, yeah. Okay, so we're back to the... Yeah, this is the... Wait. Yeah, this is the hospital. Yeah, this is the hospital room. A loud reverberation rang out of the blossom fire. A flame bloomed into the night. The scattered cannon fire vanished before reaching ground, while the one responsible for the spectacle dropped onto the rooftop with a trail of smoke behind him. Okay. Eleanor narrowed her eyes, with a grin on her face. Her cannon fire was neutralized, but she didn't show a hint of anger about it. In fact, she commanded him on her very core. Okay.
私が万全であったならなどというのは侮辱だな。見せてもらったぞ。素晴らしい息だ。
With only 4 swastikas open, her power was limited to only about half of her full potential, and the attack she had just released wasn't even wasn't even on Yetzira. What? What? Wait, I was sure that that was the Yetzirah level at least. Like, it's like, I would thought like that's like a lower version of her Yetzirah level. But it's even below, it's below formation. It's just activation level. What the actual fuck? Okay. Never mind then. I was so sure she's only at Sirach here. All she did was test him. However, Rubedo was not one to indulge in trivial games upon the field of battle. She preemptively set a limit on her firepower she would use, but beyond that, she wasn't holding back at all. By surviving such an attack, the boy was clearly the victor, and the woman had no intention of doing anything to sully the winner's glory. This meant the completion of one on her mission given to her, but
しかし困ったな。もう一つの任務は依然果たしていない。貴様がそのざまでは結果を盗んだようで心苦しいではないか。
Okay. The opening of the fifth swastika, the mass slaughter and sacrifice of the lives within the hospital. The boy tried desperately to prevent that from happening, but his consciousness couldn't bear the overwhelming pressure, and he went out cold, ultimately making the situation less interesting. Okay, so he lost consciousness after that.
男の意地には応えてやる主義なのだがね。貴様にとってこの地を失うのは敗北だろう。先の一戦は貴様の勝利。ならば二戦目も尋常に行きたいな。
Okay.
立ちたまえよ少年。勇者ならば無理を通せ。ハイドル秘境は私ほど甘くないぞ。常識を超えてみろ。無から振り絞れる者がその人間。
The strength allowing people to stand when their legs could no longer support them, and the miracles permitting them to topple overwhelming odds. Every hero in humanity history had their names prized exactly because they achieved the unachievable. One could call it privilege of those loved by God. To such people, the word impossible was a trigger to an explosion that propelled them towards even greater heights. In the Eleanor eyes, there were only two types of people: those who sprouted wings when pressured, and those who didn't. And of course, wings didn't simply refer to the ones that grew on the back. It could be anything that made one soar the heavens, such as
局面を打開する天使の降臨。それもありだ。女神に愛されるのも英雄の条件。
Hi, Mari? I'm like, for a second, I was like, who the fuck is that? It's just Mari with like red hair because of like of Samuel effects. She's protecting Ren, so she came out by her own will. Ren is like unconscious somewhere behind her, probably. Okay. Huh. Mari materialized before Ren collapsed body as Lisa entered through the rooftop entrance. Also, I don't know why, but like, okay, my first initial thought, like, instant second when I saw this image, I thought like, what the fuck, why Kasumi is here? But then I like realized like, okay, that doesn't make sense. It's okay, it's Mari. Yeah. But I don't know why, like, I looked at this face and somehow I was like, what the fuck? Like, Kasumi grew the hair suddenly, have it flaming, like, she have like powers, like some new powers, something, what? But yeah, okay, it's just like, I don't know why, but it gave me like Kasumi impression for some reason. I have no idea why. Eleanor gives a very chuckle. She looked at one and then on the other and opened her mouth to speak. To Mari with respect, to Lisa with derision.
また会いましたな、姫御せ。ハイドリッヒ教の近衛を務めるエレオノーレ・フォン・ビッテンブルグと申します。そして貴様とは60年ぶりだな、ブレン。相も変わらず男には節操がないようで結構だよ。ああ、それから小娘。貴様にもいくつか言いたいことがあったのを忘れていた。
Kay stood at the side in complete silence, but not even she could escape Eleanor's attention. The Crimson Woman was grinning, yet her true intent remained veiled. Ren stayed unconscious as four women stood within his proximity. Unexpectedly, the first one to bring a spark into exchange was Mari. Okay.
近づかないで。これ以上彼にひどいことさせない。
Okay, what kind of power-ups do you have? Because technically you cannot stand and fight Eleanor by your own, right? You don't have that much power.
だから下がって。それ以上近づいたら。
We never saw Mad Mari, actually. We never actually saw Mari being mad. That would be interesting. The warning was inept and even disappointing. Though it conveyed her earnestness, it wasn't menacing in the least, making her the image of the puppy barking at the dinosaur.
それはつまり我々全員を相手にするという。
Mari shook her head. Then, after looking at Kay and Lisa, she shifted her glare back to Eleanor and spoke with utmost certainty.
あなただけ。あなた以外は怖くない。
Okay, I wonder if she's like, she can like perceive that they don't want to really fight, like deep in their hearts, or she just is like, you know, the others are just ants. They can do nothing to me. And I wonder which case is this.
なるほど。
Mari words meant two things. One lay in the clear truth that Eleanor was by far the most dangerous of them, while the other was that,
他の人たちに
yeah,
その気はない。
okay, so she just feel like they don't actually want to do anything. Kay and Lisa had no will to hurt Ren. Eleanor cracked a smile.
しかり、あなたの言う通りだ。これで私の勘が気のせいではないと証明されたわけだ。
Yeah, like betrayal or something. Eleanor cut her words short and looked at the other two with her previous grin still intact. Kay instantly understood that she had to give the proper response, lest something terrible happen, and quickly spoke up.
この場の指揮権はあなたにあります、ザミエル卿。私はそれに従うのみで自分の意を持ちません。
Okay. Her words carried not a shred of falsity. Apparently, Lisa's presence there might be originated in the orders of the Divine Vessel, but Eleanor was acting upon Reinhardt's will. Even a fool could see who was higher up on the food chain.
今はあなたの命なくして動けません。先ほど言われた通り、私は。
よい、わかった。誰の仕込みかは知らんが、教育が行き届いているようで結構だよ。ただの兵卒だがな。そういう思考の凍結は。
Good point. Wow. I thought like Eleanor would be more like, yeah, good, I have like another pawn, but she's actually like trying to grow her basically into higher levels, saying that she would be just a common private if she's just like obeying orders without like thinking of her own. That's cool thing. Okay.
それでブレンナー、貴様はどういうつもりなのだ。
Yeah, what Lisa can do without kind? That's a good question also. The amused question made Lisa having a faint sigh. Then, with a theatrical shrug of her shoulders and no hint of fear in her voice, she replied,
ここは私のものだからよ。何をあなたは後から
Ooh,
好きに仕切っているのかしら。
okay. She's openly disobeying basically Reinhardt. Yeah. But still want the fifth for her own. So it's like disobeying and also being greedy. He was astonished by the unbelievable response. Mari continued to shield Ren as Lisa calmly talked on her superior, who took it with grin.
ここにいる人間の生殺与奪は私にある。引っ込んでいなさいよ、エレオノーレ。あなたの出る幕じゃないわ。
Those words seems to have tickled Eleanor's funny bone. Yep, got the courage to speak up.
これはまた随分と余裕がないな、ブレンナー。一体どうした？貴様から喧嘩を売ってきたのはもしや初めてではないのかな。どうしてそれほどこの地を取ることに執心する？
残りの数が合わないからよ。あなたに余計なことをされたら一人あぶれてしまうでしょ。
Including the fifth, the remaining Sostikas amounted to 4, which marched the count of the members without a release. Kay, Lisa, Kain, Trifa. If Eleanor were to take the hospital, one of them wouldn't get theirs.
黄金を連成するスワスチカ。その一つ一つに捧げられた魂の数だけ私たちは恩恵を得られる。だから横取りし
Yeah, we don't actually need
あ
it.
なたはもうそんなものいらないでしょ。
What? Okay, what's with this face? Why are you so surprised? You thought like Eleanor need this for something? Come on. Kay became lost on what she meant by that. So I gave a short and straightforward explanation that left no room for a misinterpretation.
レオン、彼女は不死なのよ。
Eleanor Wittenberg had already been blessed with the grace of the gold. Oh, right, she don't know. Right. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. She have no idea what are the Einherjars.
あとはマキナとシュライバー。彼らも
Yeah.
ベルリンの生贄で60年前にそうなっている。だから必要ないでしょ。今さらこの場所にある魂くらい。
確かにいるかと言われればいらんよ。だがハイドリヒ教に言われたのでね。つまりあの方はここを使い潰すおつもりなわけだ。翻してそれはすなわち一人切り捨てよという意味。
Yeah. So you will have to fight with yourself. Who will open the next one, basically. As if gouging out Lisa insides, Eleanor looking at her with the eyes as cold as ice, before forming another grin.
よせよせつまらん。長い付き合いだ。貴様の考えることくらい分かっている。どういう理屈かは不明だが、何やら死なせたくない者がいるらしい。私に喧嘩を売って怒らせて、自分が死ぬことで大悟を開くつもりなのか。任務を果たせば私がそれ以上の行為はせん。
Okay. The same grin ever present on her face, Eleanor made a step towards Mari, who had defended Ren.
待ちなさい。
またん、今さらだが、私は貴様が嫌いなのだよ。メス犬の口車に乗ってやるなんて断りだな。死にたければ自害でもしろ。できるか偽善者。いやできまい。貴様はいつも状況に回されるだけの風見鶏だ。ゲスめ、嘆かわしいよその中途半端。私とそしてキルヒアイゼン、同じユーゲントに席を置いた身でありながら 貴様だけはクズだ。母だと笑わせるな毒婦が。
Okay, I have a feeling like one of the old episodes had this term before, but I don't remember what that was. Can you remind me in the comments, please, what the BDM stands for? We're all from the BDM. What's the BDM? I don't know. I mean, they're both from like this Leben's children thing, right? From the past. Is that like different name for it? I don't know.
そこの小娘、能なしな貴様に分かりやすい命令をくれてやる。そのアホが動いたら殺せ。
Wow, okay.
選べよブレンナー。何かを成したければ行動に移してみろ。私相手ならともかく、それが相手なら勝てるかもしれんぞ。どう揺れるか不明な天秤に命を乗せる度胸はあるかね。貴様が聖女よろしく身を散らすか、それとも再び己の都合でガキを殺すか。土台私の知らぬところでキルヒアイゼンを死なせた貴様ら、皆殺しにしても飽きたら。早々に己ら二人どちらかで大悟を開いてしまうぬと、私がまとめて殺すやもしれんぞ。
Eleanor ignored Lisa and Kay, gasped and went to stand for Mari. With her height being higher than that of the average man, she affectionately looked down on the blonde girl, glaring at her.
ということでしてな、そちらの彼にはあちらのアホどもを煽るためにも踊ってもらわねばなりません。起こす。
いや、絶対ダメ。
Okay. Eleanor words seemingly friendly, but they didn't make Mari's refusal any less determined. Almost like the girl was oblivious to the kind of horrors such an action would invite upon her.
なるほど。そうやって彼を守ると、実に結構。しかしあなたには似た立場として一つ聞きたいことがあるのですがね。
Okay. Her hand reached towards Mari.
戦うとは何か。あなたは理解しているのか。
And touched the girl's shoulder. Did she just like rip off her shoulder or something? Why there's so much blood? She's crying, she's in pain. Yeah, fighting doesn't mean the honorable duel. You just like inflict wounds whenever possible, basically. Just fight at a time and everything. And to risk your life and everything. So yeah, Mari, you should not let her touch you, basically. A crimson line appeared on Eleanor's neck and released a Oh. Never mind. Mari curse is working. What? Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Scratch what I just said. She don't know how to fight. She's just like she's just like living killing machine. The curse is still there. I forgot it's been a thing. Because for a while it did not work. And it suddenly started working on Eleanor. She just killed her by touch. What? She couldn't speak. Even breathing felt at all. That was what it meant to touch her. As long as Ren was unconscious, her body was nothing but an instrument of death. That wasn't normal, as it was standard, however. Oh, so basically Ren Ren consciously is like negating the effects of the curse that Mari has. And when he's unconscious, she's just basically being her old self when she's like killing anyone who's touching her. Okay. Does it count as well when he's sleeping? If like Mari would like walk around while Ren is sleeping and someone touch her, would that person die?
血の何たるかを知っているのか。
Oh, Eleanor is still alive. Wait, what? Okay, I guess you can't kill her like that. That easy. I guess. Eleanor forced great power into her grip. Aside from failing to understand, Mari couldn't believe what was happening. How could a person live after being decapitated? I guess being immortal is a part of it, right? Okay.
聞いていませんでしたかな。
Yeah.
私は不死身だ。
Okay. Hey Mari, you found someone who you can like touch without Ren. Great. The crimson line closed up before the girl's eyes as the blood stopped its flow. The woman had her head cut off, yet come out of it unscratched.
とは申せ。あなたに殺意があればどうなったかわからない。やはり殺人の何たるか。まるで理解がない。
Huh. I wonder, yeah. If she actually would like to kill her, I wonder like how much power she could like actually brought up from this curse. Could she like sever the connection to Reinhardt maybe, so she would be immortal actually immortal again?
そう。殺すという意志。覚悟。
Yeah. She's too gentle for
あ
this.
なたには
Everyone she ever touched melted a swift hand. She never questioned it, or thought any more of it. Eren mentioned a similar thing to her, but Mari couldn't quite comprehend what the determination meant.
私はただ5人目に
Oh,
いたいだけなの。だからレンにいなくなってほしくないし、ここには
yeah.
かすみもいるし。
Yeah, right. Fifth like friend in the school. They were important to her. Why though? What made them so dear?
レンが一緒ならみんなに触れるし、触ってくれるもの。
故に私を触ると矛盾に気づきませんかな。
She started wanting physical contact, but came to understand the pleasure it provided. She realized there was something to earn from it, acknowledged the truth that she actually received it. That made her finally understand what it meant to rob others of someone they held dear. The fear of having it taken away. The heritage of seeing it slip through the fingers. She had never before experienced emotions so strong.
嫌だ、離して。
Mari struggled to set herself free from the woman's grip, but she was afraid to touch her hand. The uniform she borrowed from Kasumi had been sullied with blood, and it was her fault. All her fault. She felt guilt beyond words. It was what Ren told her about. The fear he tried to explain to her. The makings of battle and the meaning behind murder. The heart seems to flip and go wild. While her teeth was chattering so much she could no longer speak. Sheer disgust nearly froze her limbs from the ends upwards and down the bones. So this is basically the situation that will awaken Mari, I would say. Because she will learn in the hard way what Ren tried to teach her, basically, what's the meaning of like killing someone. Because she never knew what it means. What's the weight of life and everything. She was not aware of that, and now she is. He asked if Mari was aware of the sensation, if she was willing to stand by him regardless. Yeah, and she didn't know what that means. Remembering the question, Mari saw Ren as a stupid and terrible bully. The girl didn't want to know this. However,
ならば再びただの道具に戻りますかな。クラフトが彼に与えた見た目麗しいだけのギロチン、あるいはその方が強いかもしれない。ご要望ならすぐにそうして差し上げる。
yeah, a tool without emotion. She wanted to avoid it at any cost. Mari liked herself the way she was.
私、嫌だ。このままがいい。
With a trembling voice, Mari proclaimed she didn't want to close the hole in her chest and return to her former self. After all, she had done something terrible. Ren would clench his teeth and struggle against fear, pain, and the urge of escape while she stayed blissfully unaware of it like a complete fool.
よろしい。では始めますか。
Okay, what are you doing with her? Did you throw her? Oh! Okay, this is actually Eleanor bullying Mari. Oh god. Even though like Mari's soul, maybe not souls, but soul, is so dense, she can still easily be like beaten up by Eleanor. Because technically, if you think about this, Mari like physical body should have the same density of soul that when she's a weapon, right? And we know she's like more powerful than like most of the LDO members, but seems like it's not enough for Eleanor anyway. Eleanor poured more power into her grip and tossed the girl away with a great force. She hit the ground a few times before crashing into a wall and turned dizzy. Pain, dread, none of it was familiar to her.
幸せな人だ。生い立ちはどうであれ、自分の血の味すら知らんとはね。あらゆる意味でおぼこなわけか。クラフトの変質的だな。まあいい。
She knows nothing about the world.
望みなら少し教えてあげましょう。触れ合うとは傷つけ合うことを意味する。痛みを学習するのも悪い経験ではない。女はすべからくそれに強くあるべきだ。
Ow. A kick to the stomach sent her flying again, and the pain and strain most made her puke. Had Remy enduring something this terrible? Yeah, he's been beaten up a lot of times. Mari spoke while on the verge of tears, her words coming from the bottom of her heart. He was amazing for being able to stay kind to her after enduring such suffering. After all, Mari was a burden, nothing more. She was the very reason why Ren had to go through this nightmare in the first place. Why didn't he even blame her? Because he thought she wouldn't understand? Or perhaps because it would be uncool? The basic amount of knowledge Mari had, those were the only two guesses she could make. She assumed she was completely off the mark. Ren was an amazing person. There was no way someone like her could ever guess his answer, no matter how hard she thought about it. Oh god. Mari looks worse and worse. Oh. This is different CG. There's now trail of blood on her like lips. That wasn't there before. She intended to listen better next time. She wanted to fully understand the meaning behind his words and sentiments. It was the first time she was punched and had blood gushing out her face. It was painful, brutal and scary. However, she felt a bit happy as it brought her closer to him. The conviction driving a person to pull through things as terrible as fighting and murder. Mari believed that to be the definition of determination. Which is why she fearlessly, or rather while swallowing her fears, tried to touch the woman before her. Okay, now she's getting serious. The touch of death? Let's see. Can she kill the immortal? She understood that she was immortal. After all, her body was elsewhere. Eleanor was unkillable. She merely revived after each death. The girl pondered what had to be done, and thought she couldn't word it well. There was something she vaguely understood. She slowly extended her hand to reach out when... Oh shit! Oh, Ren! Damn! Ren is so beaten up. Holy crap. He basically stops Mari from killing Eleanor. So he's basically like, Mari, you don't have to murder anyone if you don't want to, you know? I will do this. I will do this. You don't have to kill anymore. Basically, that's what he's doing right now. What a badass scene! Wow! Something firmly held her from behind. She was so close, but the grip instantly made her miss her chance at finishing what she started. So she kind of figured out how to kill Eleanor, I guess, right?
目覚めかね。気分はどうだ。
However, something was strange. Mari was so happy she could cry. Ren was angry, but even that seems to increase her bliss. She must have lost her mind.
何俺の女ボコってんだ殺すぞ
Okay. Is that a confession? I just realized, because of this line, Mari is actually blushing in the CG. Can you see this? She's actually blushing. It's barely visible, but you can see this actually. My girl? What?
それは失礼。襲名の一環だったものでね。
Mari was a bit vexed by the way they ignored her. After all, her actions came as the result of plenty of hesitation, reflection, and consideration. And the way Ren stole the spotlight made him a big, stupid meanie in her eyes. Even so, for one reason or another, her face was heating up into a rosy blush. She had no idea having someone call her name could feel so pleasant.
すまない俺のせいで痛かったろ
Ah,
そんなこと
power up time. Now it's going to be the power of love. Protagonist's powers. Red words of warning made her heart shake and voice shiver, and also Mari realizing what actually the pain and killing means. So yeah, she got a better understanding of her powers and what they actually do. She believed she was just about fine enough, so
一緒に戦おう
hell yeah. Also, no, okay. The surprise in his voice felt very endearing to her. She wanted to surprise him even more and give him all the joy and happiness she could.
一緒に勝とうよ私が何でもしてあげるから
あ何
As Ren became frustrated, Mari turned to glare at Eleanor. Ren's touch, both gentle and firm, made her all the more assured that she didn't want him to be scorched and turned into ash. She couldn't allow that, no matter the cost. Mari made the angriest face she could muster and glared straight at the Crimson Woman.
私の男ボコってんじゃないわよ誰にも渡さないんだから
Mari, I have a question. Do you even know what you mean? Do you know the feeling? Do you know what did you just said? I wonder if like she thinks like I don't know. Like my partner like in crime basically? You think like Ren talked about you the same way, or like do you actually mean what you mean, or what?
No.
Yeah, Ren getting frustrated now. In response, the Crimson Nightness hung her head and moved her shoulders in a chuckle, both satisfied and pleased.
いいぞ全く面白い実に小気味いい短歌だよかかってこいあまりもったいぶっているとこの区画ごと消し飛ばしてしまうぞ
Okay. Oh,
そんなこと
their eyes glowing. Both of them. They're both glowing. Oh, and the red area is turned into green as well. Mari and Ren feeling synchronized to the point where she could easily tell his next phrase.
させるかよ
Okay? In but a moment, so fast they surprised themselves, the couple shifted into their battle stance. Yep. If she could become a blade, able to defeat the immortal woman, Mari earnestly believed that Ren would be the best person to wield her. She wanted to win no matter what. Failure was out of the question. As afraid as she still was, Mari felt glad to be able to share that dread with the boy. She acknowledged that he thought her a lot more than Cagliostro, and was convinced Ren was her one and only. Aww. Oh!
それであなたは何をしているの？
Oh, that's a bad scene. Yeah, she got the order to kill Lisa if she moves. Okay, you know what? I think I will leave this for the next episode. It seems like it's going to be insane. So I will just save here and we'll see like Unleashed Ren and Mari probably in the next episode. And yeah, we'll see if like Kay will actually fight with Lisa. Can Lisa do anything even in her current state without Kain? How strong could be Lisa in comparison to Sakurai without Kain? She does have like more souls than Sakurai, but she's still weaker physically, right? She should be, I believe. So yeah, anyway, that will be it for today. Thank you everyone for being with me. Leave up a like if you liked the episode, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I will see you in the next one. So thanks once again, and for the Pocket Watch, let's go out.